This is our special little cishet white guy's last time performing with UW Comedy Club, so give it up for Logan!
Hello, hello. Well, I figure I'm the guest of honor tonight, aside from Rebel, so I brought a little something I'd wear. I promise I'm not racist. May I please have a water? Saw that. So it's true. I'm old, apparently. I've been referred to as Unk. Is that? Turns out, right after graduation, they're gonna take me out back and, just take care of that early. I'm kidding. UW's nicer than that. They've actually got a bus parked right outside graduation. For all the graduates, they walk across the stage into the bus and straight to the homeless shelter. I'm realizing, as I'm staring down graduation, I'm far too immature for the job market. I heard this guy in the CS building talking to his friend on the phone. The friend got a job offer, and this guy's like, "Oh, you're soft tired. Wait, you're hard. And he was just saying stuff like you're soft, you're hard. It's like, you just gotta do it, man. You just gotta embrace the suck. You just gotta get that job, man. Everyone's gotta do it. It's like, I don't think I want that job, you know? I'm also getting to that point, back in my day, back in my day, the homeless people were a lot funnier. I lived in Maple over there, and we had this one guy who would stand on the corner every day, and he'd yell out, "Drop out of school! Remember to drop out of school!" The way the market's going, I think you have a point, I got about 2 weeks left to get on that, so I think I'll start with that. I think you actually have to drop out if you want to start a SoundCloud career. But I've got it all planned out. I've already got my rap name. It's going to be Lil Nepo Baby. And my producer said Metro Boomin, I got Suburban Explosion. Let's see. There was this other homeless guy who I heard him before I saw him outside of Oak. And I heard him yell up in the building. He's like, "So much knowledge. How many books?" And I turned to look at him, and over his shoulder, he's got a trash bag full of popcorn with a hole in it, and it's leaving a trail as he walks. It's like a Hansel and Gretel right to the library where I can watch kids play League on the computer. It's wild. There's one thing I won't miss about college, is this fuck-ass roommates I had. I got one of them in the audience right now. I love you. You're really one of the good ones. I had this one roommate who, he was a sublease. He was in my unit for 3 months, and he just smelled really bad. I could tell when his door was open to his room, down the hallway, without even looking, just based on the wafting air. It was awful. He also lied about going to UW. I met him before the quarter started. I'm like, "Hey, you're going to UW, right? What do you study?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to study forestry." I'm like, "Oh, cool, forestry." A couple weeks go by, and I never saw him because he was always in his room stinking it up. And I'm like, "How are your classes going? How's your homework?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm not going to UW." Why would you lie about forestry? I don't get it. Another thing he would do is cook, but he was very bad at cooking. One time, I opened my door, and I get hit with this smell. Turns out he cooked canned salmon and rice in the rice cooker. It stunk up the whole apartment. I nearly threw up right there in front of my door, It was warm and fishy smelling. The fact that I didn't throw up says something about me. I don't know. Another thing he cooked was a salad, which consisted of collard greens, canned tuna, change it up this time, olives, and cream cheese, all mixed together. You call that a salad. I want to know what fuck-ass Great Depression cookbook he's running his recipes from. I would never think to do that, He also ate baby food. He had those Gerber crunchy baby snacks in a little blue container. It's once you get rock bottom culinarily, why not? Let's eat some baby food, Come to think of it, you might have been teething. Soft foods, moving into some crunchy, good for him. Another thing I will not miss was the dorms and how often the fire alarm went off. We had all these goddamn fire alarms. One time, 5 in the morning, I wake up, fire alarm. I immediately go take a piss. In my sleep-deprived head, I'm thinking, okay, either I'm going to stand out in the cold rain and wait for the firemen to get here, or I'm going to die in this fire. And out of the way, I don't want to have to take a piss while I'm doing that. I'm just like, hey, Grim Reaper, like 5 minutes, I gotta go take a leak, you know, gotta crack open the seal. And I'm like in there washing my hands slowly, because I'm so out of it. I'm thinking like, man, I gotta study for that midterm next week. Man, this sucks. As the alarm's going off. It's just not computing in my head. One thing that I am gonna miss about the dorms, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this, I would make my own alcohol under my dorm bed. Turns out if you buy a bottle of fruit juice and you pour a little bit out and you pour some yeast and some sugar in, the yeast will eat the sugar and ferment it, turn it into something kind of close to wine. And the best part, and this is true, you gotta like let some air out, but not let air in. So what you do is you take a condom, you put it over the lip of the bottle, and then you poke a hole in it to let the air escape. So I got these bottles under my bed that are like, condom just sticking up. And wouldn't you know it, that wine tasted exactly like drinking underage. I had a friend who very recently was like, Logan, I kind of regret not trying that wine when I had the chance. And I'm like, no, you made the right decision. If some dude you met in college is like, hey, I made some alcohol under my bed, you want to try it? The right answer is fuck no. Little word with wise there. But man, comedy club. I'm going to miss it. It's been good. I've been doing it since freshman year. 2022 is when I started. My first set that I came up and performed, I talked about this guy that I went to high school with, who asked at his cousin at the family reunion, and then this movie where this girl fucks a car and gets pregnant with like a car baby. Does anyone want to guess what the theme of that show was? What I was going for there? No, Valentine's Day. Love is in the air and love's in the tailpipe, you know? And say your cousin too, apparently. But man, comedy club. Let's give it up for these comedy club members. I wrote, because I thought it was going to be a bit more rose towards me, so I wrote a little bit for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's see it. Rebel, fellow senior, where you at? Rebel, I got nothing bad to say about you. You're my favorite Muppet. I'm gonna miss you.
Just call me a Muppet?
Keegan and Tony, you're my favorite, like those two gay Muppets up in the theater. David, you're right, I can't say shit. It's like just the same thing, you know. Leela, I didn't write anything, so good luck with the long distance and your underage boyfriend. M, I look forward, theater major, look forward to seeing you at the food pantry line a couple years from now. Ben, I would say be careful paying rent, but I think you've already learned your lesson. Brenna, I would roast you, but I know more about your frat boyfriend than you. Liz, so true, bestie. Meg, I did write a joke for you, actually. Come. Standing ovation. Finally, Bouvet, the comedy club punching bag. I've got advice for you. If ever in life you're scared of doing something, I think you should do it. Take your shot. It's like your favorite band says, bang, bang, bang. Genuinely, it's been a pleasure to get to know y'all over the years. Thank you for having me. For the rest of you, I got some advice. For those who are continuing college, enjoy every minute. It's going to go fast. Even the shitty moments, enjoy those. And if you do not enjoy those moments so much, remember to drop out of school.